AJ Styles comes out and he's like, you can tell a man by his failures. And he dreamed about a WrestleMania match with Nakamura. And of course, you got the Nakamura AJ Styles chant, which I thought they were going to do at WrestleMania. And I thought that the results were going to be different. But when Nakamura didn't win, I was like, huh? And then the nut shot came and I was like, a heel turn, okay, but still, huh? I was just like, yeah. I was just so caught up in the shock of Nakamura not winning the WWE Championship and him losing clean and then doing the nut shot. Okay. He says that he's successful and who failed? He's not just an artist, he's a con artist. I hate that damn artist shit. I hate it. It's just the fact that he's known as the king of strong style, and then they put that artist shit on him. I hate that. Call him the king of strong style, but now he's just the king of nut shots. It's ridiculous. You turned Nakamura from the way he was in Japan, then how dominant he was at NXT, giving on great matches, and now resorting to nut shots weekly now. It's ridiculous. But AJ Styles said he can't let it go, and all he's thinking about is payback. He just thinks about payback, and okay, he said that he got a real dream match. A real dream match with Daniel Bryan. And then I was interrupted, and that was tainted by Nakamura. It was ruined. He calls out Nakamura, but instead he gets Aiden English where Rusev comes out and said that Nakamura is not there. So you get, what day is it? Rusev Day. Rusev comes out with Aiden English. One-on-one match that doesn't even fucking last long because the calf crusher was applied. Aiden English interferes. And Daniel Bryan comes out and makes the save. Man. So, Paige, in honor of Teddy Long, makes a tag team match. Man. And then Shane McMahon actually tries to do that. And yeah, Paige comes back and they tried to make it a comedy thing, but to no avail. Shelton Benjamin says that his Twitter was hacked because it was seen that he was giving props to Chad Gable and wishing him luck and saying that he has a bright future. But he said that he would never say such a thing. He said that he didn't need Chad Gable. Chad Gable needed him, and he demands some competition. So who comes out? Randy Orton. Randy Orton's running into the ring, and next thing you know, no. Jeff Hardy comes out. So Jeff Hardy is now on SmackDown. As U.S. champion. Okay, so you took Jinder Mahal, you put him on Raw, you make him the belt, and then Jeff Hardy brings the belt back to SmackDown. So Intercontinental Championship will stay on Raw. Alrighty. And what happens? Jeff Hardy beats Shelton Benjamin one-on-one cleanly. So the Jizz is not on SmackDown Live. Oh, go figure. He's a coward. He doesn't want any of Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan says that he'll punch him in the face. And yeah, once again, he's a pussy.
He's a pussy. This is a pussy. This is a pussy.
So it comes down to he's saying that he'll be there next week. And he said that if you ever troll me on Twitter again, I'll kick your ass. And then next thing you know, his wife with Bo Dallas or Curtis Axel's daughter, basically he's like, no, language. So we know who rules that household. Yeah. Ruling your household. Yeah, okay. I bet he doesn't have any type of collection or whatsoever or anything like that. He can't demand or command anything. And that's not his baby. That belongs to Curtis Axel or Bo Dallas. But anyway, you have Luke Harper versus Jey Uso. And guess who wins that match? I can understand where they're going with this, and at least Jey Uso got a load of offense in. It wasn't dominance. It wasn't Jey Uso getting torn apart, even though Jimmy Uso was out there and he got attacked by Eric Rowan. And then they proceed to have Jey Uso get beat by Luke Harper. And then the Bludgeon Brothers attack, and next thing you know, there's going to be a sledgehammer. But Naomi comes out and makes the save, basically begging. And I'm like, please keep her out of this feud. Please. Okay, you still have her on SmackDown, fine. But keep her out of this feud. Please. Sin Cara versus Samoa Joe, who's now on SmackDown. Sin Cara did the best he could, but we all knew that he wasn't going to beat Samoa Joe or even stand a lick of a chance, even though he got some punches and kicks and moves in, but to no avail. Samoa Joe, he's like, so this is the land of opportunity, but to me, this is the land of handouts. Because he wasn't there, everyone had it easy. He now is going to be getting all the opportunities. He's going to get the opportunity to put Daniel Bryan to sleep. He's going to defang Randy Orton, and he's going to emasculate Styles, bring the IC Championship and the Universal Championship to SmackDown Live, because he mentioned the greatest Royal Rumble. Yes, he's getting the IC title shot in the Fatal 4-Way ladder match, and he said, if Roman Reigns miraculously survives Brock Lesnar, then I will rip the Universal Championship from his waist. Fine. Daniel Bryan is backstage, and he said he helped AJ Styles because he respects him. And he's interrupted by 7 feet tall, and you can't teach, that guy is out. So he's just Big Cass now. And Big Cass just goes and stands over Daniel Bryan, and then he looks down. So this is what the big fuss is about? Yeah, he's a big fuss. Judging him by his size, William, he's already accomplished things that you haven't even gotten near. How many titles has Big Cass won? Goose egg. At least you can say that for right now, but I'm not betting on Big Cass winning any titles anytime soon. Carmella and her Melibration. I'm like, no. And this went on and on. There was a very weak "you deserve it" chant. She's like, no, don't get on the bandwagon now. For 287 days, she waited patiently. She waited for the right moment, for the right time. She brags about beating Charlotte. Brags about beating Charlotte. I mean, the only thing that is positive about this is that at least she didn't cash in on Asuka. Even though Asuka should most likely be the women's champion and shouldn't have gotten successfully cashed in on. Yeah, they're stupidly handling this women's division. Well, both women's divisions, but this one in particular, they just had to have a successful cash in on Carmella for some fucking reason, and I don't understand. Yeah, they were planning a successful cash in from the start. So she plays footage of winning the Money in the Bank. That was the second time, because the first time she had Ellsworth win it. And she does more bragging until Charlotte comes up. And she's like, look, I know the dirtiest player in the game, and game respects game. And I'm not mad at you for what you did. But the only reason why you even won the Money in the Bank is because you had that chinless dude helping you. And then you had the Iconics help you last week. That was the only reason. Yeah, it's harder to stay at the top than it is to get there. And you have something that belongs to me. The Iconics come out, they make fun of Charlotte, and she's like, hey, they're like, hey, you wanted some magic last week and we gave it to you. Poof, your title disappeared. Charlotte attacks the Iconics. Becky Lynch comes out and makes the save. and actually is successful. Wow, Becky Lynch actually makes a save, and she's actually successful while doing it, and she didn't get her ass whooped along with the person that she was trying to save. Congratulations. That usually doesn't happen with Becky Lynch. So this goes to an impromptu match between Charlotte and Billie Kay, and Charlotte wins with the figure 8. Carmella was sitting outside the ring, but she wasn't on commentary. After the match, she comes in and hits Charlotte in the back with the fucking belt. Becky Lynch gets jumped by the Iconics, and then who comes out? Asuka with the save. Asuka's on SmackDown, huh? You thought that she was going to go back to... She chose to face the SmackDown champion, so I don't understand why the commentators were like, she's on SmackDown Live! Fucking duh. Carmella runs, the Iconics get their asses whooped. R-Truth meets up with the New Day in the back, and Ty Dillinger shows up. They do some type of patty cake handshake thing. Talk about, do you know each other? Have you met? Yeah, we met. And R-Truth is happy to be on Monday Night Raw. Everyone's like, this is SmackDown Live. And R-Truth's like, okay, see you tomorrow. They tried to make this as comedy as possible, but it was kind of lame. R-Truth is on SmackDown Live. What the fuck for? You didn't even complete your feud with Goldust, and now you're on SmackDown Live, and now you're supposed to be something? Anyway, you have AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan versus Aiden English and Rusev. So this ends in a no contest. What really pisses me off is why it ended up as a no contest. AJ Styles is on an apron. Nakamura comes out to the crowd. The best way to do this was to pull AJ Styles down, beat him down, run him into the apron, attack him in a threatening way, and be a threat to the WWE Championship by attacking him. But instead, nut shot. Okay. The ref didn't see it, but still, it was just a nut shot. And then Big Cass gives Daniel Bryan a big boot. And that's what causes the disqualification. And then he holds his fist up like Bad News Brown did back in the day. Nakamura goes back up the ramp. Renee Young tries to interview him. No speak English. We got that shit again. And that ends SmackDown Live. You know, they could have done this a lot better. I'm going to have a rundown on who went where. Who came from NXT to go on both shows. And as far as the shakeup, who went to Raw, who went to SmackDown, and my opinions on that. I will give that. But this shakeup, I don't know how WWE is going to improve on all of this. From WrestleMania season to now, I don't know if I'm going to put enough faith in WWE to fix all the shit that they fucked up. But that was SmackDown Live. Do you agree or disagree with me? Please leave a comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. Set up those notifications. WWE. Man, I understand that NXT people are moving up to the main roster. But okay, I can't say every time, but most of the time when that happens, they fuck it up. They fuck up the NXT people. They've been doing it for years. Either with stupid storylines, no championship runs, undefeated streaks ending, and not being shit, really. You did all of this in NXT, and then you come to the main roster, and they fuck with them. That, I don't understand. But anyway, drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.